Good morning, grade 4. Today we're going to start revising for the quarter exam. We're supposed to start by revising lesson 9, Dear Mr. Winston, and that's where we're going right now. On the study material, you're going to find a revision sheet for this selection. So I would like you to download it and use it use it with me. Okay. So I've shared my screen with you. You're supposed to be seeing this now. Okay. So let's start by revising the vocabulary that we studied in this selection. Dear Mr. Winston. Okay. The first word is reference. Reference. Reference means used for information, like a reference book, or when someone gives you a reference. When you're applying for a job, he gives you a reference, like he gives information about yourself. Okay, so let's say reference book. Okay, a reference is a book used for information. Okay, number two is borrow. Borrow is a verb. Okay, and it means when you use something that doesn't belong to you for a while, like when you go to your sister and ask her, can I borrow your pen for a while? Okay, so you use her pen for a while, and the antonym or the opposite of borrow is to lend. Yeah, so she lends you her pencil or her pen. Okay. Okay, so borrow, to use something that doesn't belong to you for a while. Okay. Number three is local. Local. Local is an adjective I use to describe something. Okay. And it's in a small area. Local something. Local means something in a small area. Like a local school, it means the school in the area that I live in the small area that I live in. Okay. Or the local hospital, the same idea. Okay. Number four, fault. Fault. Fault means mistake. It's a noun. Fault. Number five, apologize. Apologize. Apologize means to say I'm sorry. So if you did a mistake, you have to apologize. You have to say I'm sorry. Okay? Okay. Next we're having number six, insisted. Insisted. Insisted means to say it firmly. Okay, so for example, I've tried to ask my mom to stay up for a while, but she insisted that I have to go to bed. Okay, she insisted. She said it firmly. She refused. Okay, number seven, fainted. Fainted. Fainted means to lose conscious. To lose conscious. She passed out. Okay, for example, she felt dizzy and she fainted. Okay. Um, 1 second. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. Let's continue. Number seven, we said it means fainted, which is lost conscious. Like, my friend was dizzy and then she fainted. Okay. Number eight, proof, showing the truth. Like, um, you have to prove that you really want to win this match. So you have to practice. You have to show me that you really means it. Okay. Number nine, genuine. Genuine. It's an adjective, something real and honest. Like genuinely happy for seeing you today, for example. So genuinely or genuine means honest and real. Number 10, slimy. Slimy like sticky and slippery. Okay, so I'm sure you understand this word. It's an adjective. Okay. Okay, now let's start by seeing the question that we have. Okay, now let's read number one. We have local, which means something in a small area. Insisted. She said it firmly. She made up her mind. Slimy, sticky. Reference, something that contains information. Apologize, to say sorry. Genuine, something true. Fainted, to lose conscious. Fault, which means mistake. Borrow, to use something for a while that doesn't belong to you. Proof, something to show the truth. Okay? Number one, the girl felt what and then she, sorry, the girl felt dizzy and then she, mhm, and then she fainted. Sorry. She felt dizzy and then she fainted. Okay. Number two, as a kind of politeness, I space to old people, even if it's not my, hmm, of a kind of politeness, I what to old people? I apologize. I apologize for old people, even if it's not my fault. Even if it's not my fault. Okay? Okay, number three. Mom space on taking a lot of sandwiches. Mom space on taking a lot of sandwiches with me to school. I tried to tell her that I'm not hungry, but mm-hmm, she insisted. Yes, well done. Okay, next question. I would love to write in the what newspaper? I would love to write in the what newspaper? The newspaper that belongs to the area, to the small area that I live in, to the local newspaper. Okay, next one. Children always what books from the school library? Children always what books from the school library? They use it for a while. It doesn't belong to them, or these books doesn't belong don't belong to them, but they borrow it. Yeah. So children always borrow books. They borrow the books from the school library. Perfect. Okay. Next one. My parents always believe me, so I need know what to show I didn't break the vase. I told them that I didn't break it, and they always trust me. They believe me. So I don't need, or I need know what. I need know something to show that I'm honest. They know that I'm honest. I do not need to show it. They need no proof to show I didn't break the vase. Okay, next one. Her teacher gave her a what when she applied for the job? Her teacher gave her a what when she applied for the job? She gave her a reference. A reference. Yeah. When you give someone a reference, you talk about him or you say that, okay, he's a good person, he works hard, so you can apply him for this job or you can hire him for this job. Okay? So you give good information about someone. Okay. Next one. She showed a lot of interest in our work. She showed a what interest in our work? A true interest, an honest interest, a genuine interest. She showed a genuine interest. She showed a genuine interest in our work. She was really interested in the work. Okay, the last one. Please remove your what boots off the carpet. Please remove your what boots off the carpet. Your slimy. Okay, well done. Now let's go to the next part. going to match each word with its meaning. So I'm going to leave this for you as a homework. It's quite easy. So you're going to match each word with its meaning. Okay. So I have here in column A and the meanings in column B, and just write the suitable number. Okay. Okay, now let's answer these questions. These questions are comprehension questions. They are quite easy. Okay, so let's start. Do you remember the selection, dear Mr. Winston? When Cora brought a snake to the library, she wanted to know what kind of snake it was. And when Mr. Winston, the librarian, when he got curious and he asked her, "What do you have?" and she said, "Nothing." He opened the books and then he saw the snake, and because he was so afraid of snakes, he fainted. Remember? Okay, now Cora was supposed to write a letter to apologize to Mr. Winston, and her father and mother, her parents, told her that this letter has to be or has to sound genuine. You have to sound genuinely sorry, truly sorry for what you did. But actually, she wasn't. She wasn't truly sorry. She felt that it was Mr. Winston's fault, remember? And she was so funny. Okay, now let's read the comprehension questions. Why does Kara repeating the word "I'm truly, genuinely sorry" in her letter? Because her dad said the apology must sound genuine? Because she afraid Mr. Winston can ban her from the library? Because she's very apologetic and wants Mr. Winston to know it? Because she's worried that Mr. Winston will never return to work? What do you think? A, B, C, or D? Yes, it's A. Okay, because her dad said the apology must sound genuine. Okay, that's why she's just repeating the word "I'm truly, genuinely sorry." Okay, let's read the passage. This part. My parents say that I did what I did was wrong, even though the card box was shut most of the time, and there was no way the snake could have escaped if you hadn't opened the box and dropped it on the floor. Okay, so these are Cora's words. Sorry, these were Cora's words to Mr. Winston. Okay, so the question is, what conclusion can you draw from the sentence above? Cora knows that what she did was wrong. Cora blames her dad for what happened. Cora blames the snake for what happened. Or Cora blames Mr. Winston for what happened. She's telling him that my parents say that what I did was wrong, but even though the card box was shut most of the time and there was no way the snake could have escaped if you hadn't opened the box and dropped it on the floor. So what does she or this what these words say? Is she really sorry? Does she know, or she's blaming someone else? She's blaming her dad or the snake or Mr. Winston? Yeah, the answer is D. She's blaming Mr. Winston for what happened. If he hadn't opened the books, if he hadn't picked that box, nothing could happen. So even though she's saying sorry, but yet she's still blaming him. Okay, number 3. What does the reader learn about Mr. Winston from Kara's letter? He's a very smart man. He enjoys receiving letters. He's very afraid of snakes. He's very unfair to children. Yeah, the answer is C. He's very afraid of snakes. Okay. Now let's read the sentence and then answer the question. If you had left the box on the table and maybe even sat down next to it, then maybe the box would have been all right when you screamed and fainted. Why is the sentence above humorous? Do you know the meaning of humorous? Humorous means funny. Okay, because it exaggerates the truth of what really happened. It shows a clear understanding of cause and effect. It shows that Kara knows. Um, she did something wrong, or it blames Mr. Winston for what happened, even though it's supposed to be an apology. So she told him, if you just left the box and you didn't, and even if you sat down, nothing could happen when you screamed and fainted. So why does sound funny? Why does sound humorous? Yeah, because she blames Mr. Winston for what happened, even though it's supposed to be an apology. Okay. Number five. What conclusion can you draw about Kara's parents? They are sad that Kara has lost her pet. Are they sad she had lost her pet? They are thrilled that Kara has a new pet, the snake. They are angry because Kara caused trouble, or they are jealous that Mr. Winston works in a library. What do you think? Yeah, it's C. They are angry because Kara caused trouble. Okay, question 6. What conclusion can you draw about the snake in the passage? What happened to the snake? Kara sold it back to her friend. It's still on the loose somewhere. It's now in a cage in Kara's room. Kara's parents donated it to the zoo. Hmm. From what Kara wrote, it's still on loose somewhere. Even remember when she told him, maybe it crawled with you to the ambulance and maybe it's in the hospital with you. Remember this part? Okay. Question 7. Read the sentence and then answer. Maybe it crawled into one of your pockets or up your sleeves and brought with you to the hospital. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay. Why this sentence humorous? Funny. Instead of worrying about the snake, Cora is worrying about Mr. Winston. Instead of writing a boring apology, Cora shows she has a vivid imagination. Instead of caring about the library, Cora is more concerned about the hospital. Or instead of showing concern to Mr. Winston, Cora is probably making him feel worse. Yeah, it's number D, letter D. Yeah. So instead of saying I'm sorry, she's making him feel worse. Now he's a man that who's afraid of snakes. Now and she's telling him that maybe that snake is with you at the hospital. So now he's going to feel much worse. Okay, let's go to the next part. We're having the spelling words. I would like you to write each word 3 times as a revision. Okay, let's read them together. Spark, spark, repair, repair, rear, rear, hairy, hairy, prepare, prepare, earring, earring, spare, spare, compare, compare, cheer, cheer, scare, scare. Oh, sorry, scarce. I'm sorry, scarce, scarce, scarce. Okay. Next words. Upstairs, upstairs, alarm, alarm, scarf, scarf, weird, weird, gear, gear, harsh, harsh. Now scare, scare, sharp, sharp, tear, tear, and square. Okay. And the last thing that I would like you to do that you fill in the space with the suitable missing letter. Okay, just 5 words. Okay, that's it for today. I would like you to upload this assignment. If you faced any trouble, do not hesitate to ask me. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, and have a good day. Bye bye.